Have you ever watched Excel just freeze up on a huge spreadsheet? We've all been there, right? That feeling of pure frustration? Well, today we're going to dive into a book that promises to end all that. Power Query, From Beginner to Master. We're going to see how it plans to turn total data chaos into something clean, automated, and clear.
So let's just get right to it with a question I think a lot of us can relate to. Are you still fighting with massive data sets in Excel? You know what I'm talking about. That little spinning wheel that never seems to stop, formulas that are a mile long, and just hours and hours of manual cleaning? If any of that sounds familiar, you're definitely in the right place.
And this really gets to the heart of what's often called Excel's dilemma. It's that point where this amazing tool you know and love suddenly starts to feel like it's working against you. It's a problem that, let's be honest, most people working with data know all too well.
And here's the root of it all. Excel is fantastic, but it just wasn't designed for the sheer scale of the data we deal with today. I mean, when you jump from a few hundred rows to hundreds of thousands or even millions, the old ways just completely break down. The performance absolutely tanks, little errors start creeping in, and tasks that should be simple become these giant all-day projects.
Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where Power Query steps in. And look, this isn't just some other add-on or a little feature. It is a completely different way of thinking about and handling data right inside the tools we already use, like Excel and Power BI. I mean, just look at the difference. It is literally night and day. Over here, you've got the old way, all that manual cleaning, files that take forever to open, doing the same boring tasks over and over. But on the other side, that's the Power Query way. You build your cleaning steps once, and they become automated. Your files can handle millions of rows without even breaking a sweat. And that monthly report you dread, it's now just a one-click refresh. It is a total, absolute game changer.
So you're probably wondering, how does Power Query do all this? What's the secret sauce? What's the magic behind the curtain? Well, it all comes down to its core engine, and that engine is a really powerful scripting language called M.
Now here's the really cool part. Every single time you click a button in the Power Query interface, like when you split a column or filter some rows or anything, you are actually writing M code in the background without even knowing it. And understanding this language, that's the key. That's what unlocks true automation and lets you solve those super complex problems that the simple interface just can't handle.
So once you get a handle on the engine, you can really start to drive. And this is where we get to the fun stuff, what this book calls the art of restructuring data. We're talking about turning a messy, practically unusable spreadsheet into a clean, powerful, and reliable asset.
And it's not random. The whole process follows this really clear, repeatable workflow. First, you pull your data in, maybe from a bunch of different places. Then, you clean it up, get rid of all the errors and typos. Next, you reshape it. You restructure it into the perfect format for your analysis. And finally, you can apply your own custom logic for any of those really unique business rules you have. It's a clear path from total chaos to perfect clarity. So what does that whole journey actually look like? Well, it's not just a grab bag of tricks and tips. It's a really structured path designed to take you all the way from being a complete beginner to a true Power Query master. And the curriculum here is incredibly thorough. You'll start with the core ideas, the absolute must-knows. Then you'll master the rules of the M language syntax. From there, you'll explore this huge library of built-in functions before, and this is the best part, learning how to create your own custom functions. It all comes together when you start solving complex, real-world problems using these rich, practical case studies.
And the thing that makes this approach so good is that it's built to be accessible. This isn't some dry academic textbook. No, it is packed with hands-on, practical examples, which makes it just as useful for someone who's just starting out as it is for a seasoned analyst who's looking to really level up their skills.
But you know, at the end of the day, the goal is actually bigger than just learning a new tool. And this quote really gets to the heart of it. It's about creating a fundamental shift in your perspective. You start to see data cleaning not as this annoying chore you have to do, but as a crucial, powerful, and even creative part of the entire analysis.
So we've seen the whole journey, from hitting the wall with old-school Excel to the automated power of M. Learning this isn't just about adding another skill to your resume. It's literally like unlocking a data superpower. So the only real question left is, are you ready to unlock yours?